You ever get that feeling in your gut? Like, something's about to go sideways, but you can't prove it, you just know? Yeah, that was me, the day my life fell apart. Picture this. I'm standing in the hallway, adjusting my watch, car keys ready, thinking about a billionaire deal that could change everything. And there she is, blocking my path. The maid, dupe. Not just blocking it. Kneeling on the tile, hands clasped, tears running down her face. She looks up at me, and there's this kind of terror in her eyes you can't fake, not even if you're good. Please, sir, I'm begging you, don't leave this house today. I swear, I almost laughed. What is this, some kind of movie? But there was something about her voice. It shook. I had a dream last night, she said. You were wearing these clothes, you left, and you didn't come back. There was blood, people shouting your name. For a second, the air just shifted, got heavy, like someone turned up gravity. My phone buzzed. Toby again, my business partner, probably wondering where I was. Everything was riding on that meeting. Contracts, investors, the whole 9 yards. Get up, I told her, trying to sound steady, but she just pressed her palms to the floor and whispered, if I let you go and something happens, I'll never forgive myself. And of course, right then, Mariah comes sweeping down the stairs, robe cinched, perfect makeup at 7 a.m., ice in her voice. What's going on? I said Dupe was telling me not to leave, and Mariah, well, she rolled her eyes so hard I thought they'd stick. This is why I keep saying, let's get rid of her. She's a maid, not a prophet. She's angry, but I don't move. Because deep down, something's telling me, don't go. For once, I listen. So, I put my keys on the table, sat down, and didn't say a word. Mariah lost it. You're letting her control you now? But I just stared at the marble floor, heart pounding. I kept replaying the look on Dupe's face, and for some reason, I felt like I'd dodged a bullet. Here's what you need to know about me. I'm Silas, Chief Silas Admo, real estate developer, not the Instagram type, not chasing clout. My company, Crest Rock, is one of the biggest in Lagos, and that's mostly me and Toby, my best friend since we were hustling in a cramped Yabo office with a single laptop, back when all we had was coffee and big talk. I was the quiet one, the strategist. Toby, all charm and noise and dreams. People loved our brotherhood. Only, brothers are supposed to have your back. At home, I had Mariah, beautiful, sharp, always dressed like she was expecting paparazzi. People said we were the perfect couple. Truth? The love faded quick. By year 2, she didn't want company, just comfort, designer everything, spa days, a new maid every month. If one looked at her sideways or coughed too loud, gone. She'd fired 6 before Dupe showed up. Dupe was different, small, quiet, neat, like she wanted to be invisible, but she worked non-stop, did everything before being told. Even Mariah grumbled. At least she's not annoying like the others. I'll admit, I noticed. Not in a weird way. Just, she brought a kind of peace to the house. For the first time in ages, it felt like home. But the morning she begged me not to leave, I couldn't shake the dread. Instead of being at my meeting, shaking hands and making money, I just sat there, listening to the air conditioner hum. And then my phone buzzed again. Toby, frantic. Where are you? The investors are furious. I started to explain, but before I could, another call, a trembling voice. Sir, Sean, your driver, he's been in an accident. Same Lexus you always use. Truck hit him. Car flipped. He's in the hospital. I sat there numb. That was supposed to be me. Same car. Same road. Same time. I just stared at the floor, thinking, what if I'd gone? Would anyone even notice I was gone, besides the bank? Mariah showed up, scrolling her phone, zero emotion. I told her about the accident. She barely blinked. So now you're making it spiritual? Accidents happen, Silas. I watched her and realized. This woman wasn't scared for me, not even a little. That's when I said it. I'm keeping the maid. She bristled. She caused drama. She saved my life. I replied, and for the first time in a long time, I meant it. Something had shifted. The next days felt off. Mariah barely talked to me unless it was to complain, and Dupe moved around the house like a ghost, but I watched everything. She came to me again, whisper quiet, clearing the table. Please, sir, don't sign any documents this week. I had another dream. You signed something, lost everything. Police, handcuffs, you in jail for something you didn't do. I wanted to laugh, but after what happened with the car, I couldn't. 2 days later, Toby showed up, grinning like nothing happened. Thank God you're alive, man. That Maid's still here. I nodded. He laughed, but something in his eyes was tight. Anyway, Dubai deal is back. Just need your signature. That night, I opened the documents, and yeah, no, something was off. The numbers didn't add up. The payout account wasn't familiar. I remembered Dupe's warning and locked the papers away. I quietly asked a friend in finance to look into it. Turns out, Toby had been stealing from me for 2 years. Fake projects, offshore accounts, the works. Betrayal at home and at work. Classic. Meanwhile, Mariah started trying to get Dupe fired. She's too quiet. She's disrespectful. She's going. I didn't argue. I just said, she's staying. That night, Mariah locked herself in the guest room and called Toby. And yeah, I heard it all later. You told me to marry him, to get access to his company, the money. We've tried everything, even tried to have him intercepted, but that Maid keeps ruining it. I hate pretending. I love you, not him. Toby just told her to hang in there. But it was all unraveling. Then came the final act. Mariah told me she was visiting her dad, left early in the morning, but I'd already put a tail on her. Didn't go to her dad's. Went to a hotel on Victoria Island, checked in under a fake name. Not 30 minutes later, Toby showed up, straight to her room. I got the photos. When I showed up, opened the door, there they were, Mariah in a robe, Toby on the couch, both frozen. I didn't scream, didn't break anything. Just looked at them, and finally saw the truth that had been knocking on my heart for months. I told them, I hope it was worth it, and left. That night, I called my lawyer and my accountant, started divorce proceedings, started buying out Toby's shares. Didn't eat for 2 days. The house was too quiet, too full of ghosts. The divorce papers came back. Mariah didn't even show up, just sent her lawyer, said, give me my peace. Imagine that. Peace, after all that. And through it all, Dupe was still there. Folding sheets, dusting, cooking food I barely touched. One evening, she came in. I'm leaving tomorrow. My assignment is over. I tried to stop her, said, you're the only one who never hurt me. She just smiled, small, kind. I wasn't sent to stay. I was sent to save. You listen when you needed to, and you're ready to start again. She walked out the door, and I stood there, letting the wind hit my face, realizing sometimes the only way forward is through the wreckage. I smashed the wedding photo, watched my own reflection split in the glass. That was the end of the old me. The next year was tough, rebuilding the company, fixing what Toby broke, cleaning house. I became the man I should have been, the boss who saw everything, who trusted slowly, loved carefully. Even found real love again, quietly, with someone who didn't care about money or headlines, just the real stuff. Books, late-night talks, stargazing. And Dupe? She showed up somewhere else, in a house where another marriage was on the edge. Husband cheating, wife broken. Are you the lawyer? They asked. No, I'm the housemaid, she replied. And wherever she went, truth followed. So what do you think? Would you have listened to her? Risked everything on a warning you couldn't explain? Is it ever really worth trusting your gut, even when it makes you look crazy? Let's talk about it. Right and wrong, justice and betrayal. How we heal when the people closest to us throw us to the wolves. I want to hear your story, too.